What's going on, guys? Welcome back to WWE Network and Show, where I, Graham G.S. and Matthews, break down all the original content you watch on the WWE Network and on Peacock. And today we're talking the November 8th, 2024 edition of the SmackDown LowDown. We had Megan Morant and Scott Stanford in the studio per usual. They open up the episode recapping the ending to the show, with Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, and the Usos all getting back on the same page, seemingly attacking the Bloodline, setting the stage for War Games at Survivor Series later this month. They then run down the other big headlines from Friday's episode, including replaying the opening segment with Sami Zayn and Roman and the Usos. Kind of ass-backwards booking here. Not booking, but like in terms of what they showed. Because like they recapped the ending to the show, but then they rewound and showed Sami Zayn walking out on the Bloodline in the opening segment, which was weird. They also replayed Kevin Owens attacking Randy Orton. They replayed the Women's United States Championship announcement, which was really cool, the unveiling of that by Nick Aldis. I talk more about that in my SmackDown audio review from earlier, so check that out if you haven't already. So then we hear from Chelsea Green and Piper Niven backstage with Byron Saxton, talking about the new Women's United States Championship and whatnot, and they both say that, the first person that comes to mind to be champion is me. They both say me simultaneously. And then Chelsea Green kind of laughs and jokes around and says, what Piper Niven's? What's Chelsea Green's is Chelsea Green's. What's mine is mine. What's Piper's is also mine. And then she walks off, and Piper's kind of confused, saying that's actually not right. Like, if I win the belt, it's mine, blah, blah, blah. And then she walks off after Chelsea, and that's it. They're not, teasing tension, but they both want to be champions, so that makes sense. And honestly, I've said this before. I'll say it again. I think Chelsea Green would be a perfect first fit as the inaugural Women's United States Champion. Either her or Michin. Tegan Nox would have been great. She got canned. Candice is a good choice. Either them or Naomi. I've seen, people, throw Naomi's name into the hat, which would be fine as well. She's challenging for the Women's World title next week, the WWE Women's Championship. So, she can win it. I wouldn't put the belt on her first, but that would be a fine way to go as well. So, anyway. We also hear from Naomi after they replay Bianca and Jade beating Tiffany and Nia Jax in tag team action on SmackDown with help from Naomi. Candice LeRae attempted to interfere. Naomi thwarted the interference, so Naomi's got her sights set on the WWE Women's Championship clash next week with Nia Jax on SmackDown. She tells Byron here that the title match is the only thing on her mind right now. She knows that she can pin Nia because she pinned her in that singles match, a couple of weeks back on SmackDown last month, and she knows she can do it again. She knows these opportunities for her, these championship opportunities, don't come often, and she feels like she can't get the job done on SmackDown next week. And then Bianca and Jade come in. Obviously, they're all friendly in storyline and in real life and whatnot. And they wanted to invite Naomi to be at ringside for them on Raw this coming Monday when they defend their WWE Women's Tag Team titles against Liv and Raquel, which was interesting because Naomi doesn't really have anything to do with Bianca and Jade and their tag team title defense against Liv and Raquel, so I thought that was weird. Maybe she'll be at ringside, Nia will come out and attack Naomi, and that distracts Bianca and Jade, and that's why, we have new tag team champions crowned in Liv and Raquel. Or maybe she's just there to kind of thwart the interference of Dom. And I was going to say Raquel, but Raquel's in the match, so maybe it's just to even the odds from that respect. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out on Monday's Raw. They replay the Motor City Machine Guns beating A-Town Down Under in tag team action, non-title. We were supposed to get the Grayson Waller effect on SmackDown, but in a .com exclusive they showed before the show aired on Friday night on their website, it indicated that they got rid of the match because Nick Aldis already could see the match coming. And he thought, why not get rid of the middleman and just book the match automatically? Which it's like, okay, well then, why schedule the Grayson Waller effect to begin with? But whatever. We hear from Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, B-Fab, the Street Profits backstage here with Byron. Montez Ford says they're frustrated. And they had another member in their ranks earlier this year that left to do their own plans. He's talking about Bobby Lashley. He's not going to mention Bobby by name because he's gone from the company. And now he's also in AEW now, so that's what he's saying. He's talking about, hey, Bobby left us to go do his own thing and pursue the Hurt Business reunion, is basically what he meant to say here, because we're seeing that play out right now on AEW television, which has been great, by the way. One of the best parts of AEW right now. But back to Montez. He says that they've kind of lost themselves, they found themselves, and lost themselves again, blah, blah, blah. And it's not okay. He gets very frustrated here. And he says next week when they beat the Guns, to become WWE Tag Team Champions again and end this 4-year drought of gold. They will put themselves in every conversation, and everyone will start talking about the Street Profits again. He emphasizes they're serious, they're confident, and it's tag team titles or bust. The mic goes to Angelo, and he says the exact same thing, kind of like in a depressed tone, but he says, tag team titles or bust. And then they give the mic to B-Fab, and she's a good talker, but she says, oh, it's that time again for the Profits to become champions, and that was the whole reason why they joined forces in the first place. I still don't really know why, if Bobby's not in the picture anymore, and she didn't really have much of a connection to Bobby, but she was there to kind of thwart Scarlett in the Final Testament feud and whatever. Why the fuck is B-Fab still with these guys? There is absolutely no reason for B-Fab to be with them other than just to get her on TV, because there's really no other role for her because she's not that good in the ring. Unless she's dramatically improved in the last couple of years, which I don't think she has. I know you're not going to get better unless you have reps, but B-Fab seems like one of those people where she's just not that good, and she probably is better as a manager, but for these guys, it's just not necessary. So then she started talking about how she wants to become the Women's United States Champion, and how they can all have gold at some point. The Profits win next week, and she wins that belt. I had a hearty laugh at that. B-Fab is not fucking winning the Women's United States Championship. Do not make me laugh. I understand why she would say that, and it's nice to have goals and be ambitious and whatnot, but that would be ridiculous, so absolutely not. But they close out the show here talking about the whole Bloodline War Games thing again, and Scott Stanford teases, Roman Reigns potentially recruiting more members for their squad at Survivor Series. I just got done talking about this in my SmackDown audio review from earlier. Do not add more people to either team. Roman, the Usos, and Sami is enough. Even Paul Heyman lacing up the fucking boots and teaming with the original Bloodline would be dumb. Anyone on either team at this point would just feel forced. Whether they be related to the Inawais and the Fatus and whatever or not. That would just be stupid. So do not put Hikuleo at this point in there. Do not put The Rock in. He's not going to wrestle anyway. Don't put The Rock in there. Heyman's not going to happen. But like Cody or whoever. That would just be dumb. Owens, that would just be stupid. What, put Cody and Owens in War Games? Fucking why? That would be dumb. Owens teaming with the Bloodline would be completely fucking ridiculous. Even if it was Solo's team, that would be completely stupid. I know he hates Roman, but that means he likes Solo. That would be ridiculous. So absolutely not. But hopefully they just keep it 4-4. And they're just saying that just to say, and it doesn't actually mean anything, that they're going to add more people. That would be so dumb. What, just because it's been 5-on-5 for the last 2 years? That's fucking stupid. But anyway, that's the SmackDown Lowdown for November 8th, 2024. Solid stuff here. Make time for that Profits promo. That Montez Ford promo specifically was great. The Naomi promo was fine. Hearing from Chelsea and Piper was fun, and that was brief. But the Profits promo specifically was awesome. Make time for that. I'm looking forward to the Profits against the Motor City Machine Guns for the tag team titles on next week's SmackDown. Thank you guys for checking out this review. I appreciate it. Be sure to like the video, drop a comment, share the video, and subscribe to the channel for more daily content. I mentioned this in my SmackDown audio review from earlier. My audio review for SmackDown Lowdown next week will be up at some point. It probably will not be up until Monday. I'll be gone next weekend. I will not be doing a SmackDown audio review, which I know sucks because I didn't do one last week or the week before. We did do one this week, obviously, a bit delayed just because it's been very busy lately. But yeah, that review should be up next Monday. So it will be up, just delayed. I'll probably have the new Wrestle Rant Radio episode up in the meantime, the new hashtag GSM for GM, which usually goes up on Mondays and Fridays. I might put it up a day early on Saturday because it'll be, pre-recorded and whatnot. So keep an eye out for that. But until next time, guys, have an awesome one. I'm Graham GSM Matthews, and I'll catch your ass down the road.